The Los Angeles Clippers are a team to watch out for as we approach playoff time. This team has done a wonderful job remaining competitive. I mean, after losing Paul George for absolutely nothing in the offseason, the Clippers, they have surprised a lot of people. They have remained one of the better teams in the Western Conference, and this is a team that could, quite frankly, make a lot of noise down the stretch. I mean, you got James Harden playing like an all-star, Norman Powell making his best bid at the most improved player of the year, and he should have been an all-star in my opinion. And Zubac, he has been absolutely consistent. And this Clippers defense is a big reason why they have seen a lot of success. They are second in defensive rating heading into the All-Star break, and the Clippers, they have done all this winning without their best player. And now Kawhi Leonard, he's back and he's healthy and he's getting close to his full form. So the Clippers, they look like a dangerous team in the West that nobody wants to see come playoff time. In this one, I'm going to tell you why the Clippers, they are dangerously good and what this team can accomplish down the stretch. Do me a solid, guys. Smash a like on the video and smash that subscribe button for more videos just like this. So the Clippers defense has been its backbone, and while they might not be at the top of the league with their offense, still a work in progress. They're 19th in offensive rating. They did see a big boost with their addition of Bogdanovic. I absolutely love this move for the Clippers because you see what Bogdanovic brings to this team. I mean, it's shooting and it's secondary ball handling. It's going to take a lot of the load off Leonard, Harden, and Powell. And Bogdanovic, he's the perfect player to carry out that role. And you look at Bogdanovic, even though it's been a down scoring year for the veteran, he's still got an absolutely great shot. I mean, he's got that pedigree as a shooter. He's a career 38% from three, and he's got a history of being able to generate shots independently, which I think is huge for this Clipper squad. So I think Bogdanovic adds another layer of shooting and offense for this Clippers team. I even like their move for Drew Eubanks, as he pencils in as this team's new backup center. And even if Eubanks doesn't work, the Clippers, they have so much flexibility now where they can go with so many different lineups. And a big reason why is their other addition of Ben Simmons, which I think is one of the more underrated moves of the season. Shortly after the NBA trade deadline ended, the Clippers landed arguably the biggest player on the buyout market as they signed three-time All-Star Ben Simmons for the rest of the season. And look, injuries have obviously derailed Ben Simmons' career. He's not the same player who once earned those All-Star honors, but if Simmons is semi-healthy, and he appears he is this year, the Clippers, they don't need Simmons to be an All-Star for them to have success. They can have Simmons be their fourth or fifth role player and make such a big impact with this team, because the Clippers, they just need somebody who can fit in and play that small ball five if the Clippers choose to go in that direction. And Simmons gives them options now. If they're playing a smaller team and the Clippers want to use a forward as their center when Zubac is off the floor, they have that option now in Ben Simmons. And like, Simmons can still play. He's got a nice blend of speed, strength, size. He's 6'10", and he is just a versatile player who I think gives the Clippers just a utility guy, like somebody who can do a little bit of everything. And you saw Simmons, like, he had a great debut for this team against the Jazz. He scored 12 points. He was 4 of 5 from the field, 4 of 4 from the line, 7 rebounds, 6 assists, 3 steals, and a block in just over 27 minutes. Like, that was the perfect debut for Ben Simmons. And he only scored 12 points or more 4 times in his 33 games with the Nets this season. So that was a brilliant start for Simmons. And I mean, if Simmons can do more of that, the Clippers got themselves an absolute ace. Again, a guy who's not expected to do much, just a guy who's got to come in, play to his strengths, and know his role. And Simmons looked comfortable. After the game, he said, just took it a play at a time. That's just my whole philosophy, playing the game anyway, just having a short-term memory in terms of focusing on the next play. So whether it goes our way or not, getting a stop, getting a bucket, it's the next play after that. And Simmons, I mean, what was great to see is him actually getting to the line. This was a guy who at one point in the season, from October 27th to November 29th, he didn't have any trips to the free throw line. So I thought this was just a really good sign that Simmons immediately had a nice game with the Clippers. And Leonard, he said this of Simmons, just want to see what he can do for us in the second unit with that small ball lineup. He can push the pace, great passer, also can defend multiple positions from the 1 through 5. It will be great to see how we can mesh it all together. And that's another part of Simmons' game that's going to be super valuable to this already great defensive Clippers team, and that is Simmons's ability to guard every position. And now you're going to pair him with Leonard, James, Powell. It's going to make things interesting, and Simmons can end up being the major X factor for the Clippers. So I really like this Clippers team. The Clippers, they are built well. I love how their roster construction has come along, and they have really done a good job of putting the puzzle pieces together. This is a better team right now without Paul George, and they have proven it. And this right now is a team that's in a much better position than they were a year ago at this time. Now, of course, the biggest if with this team is Kawhi Leonard. He is still this team's best player, and of course, when that's the case, you're always relying on Kawhi Leonard's health. But let's just say he is able to finally stay healthy. You can't tell me this Clippers team isn't poised for a big postseason run, because there's a lot of working pieces. If Leonard can get back to the player he once was, this team, they can beat anybody in the Western Conference in a 7-game series. I don't care if it's the Thunder. I don't care if it's the Grizzlies. Like, this team can make things interesting. And you got Leonard, Harden, Bogdanovich, Powell, who give you on-ball creation, ball handling, and great spacing. Zubats is that steady rim protector. You got Derrick Jones Jr., Chris Dunn, Amir Coffey, and Batum that give you size and rim protection, and they also guard the perimeter well. And now they can play different styles, the Clippers can, especially come playoff time, with Simmons now in the mix. So the Clippers, they have done a wonderful job, especially over these last couple of weeks, of getting these new guys, and they look dynamic. This looks like a potential playoff dark horse, in my opinion, of course, if health is on their side. So we'll see how this team looks in the final part of the season. But the Clippers, they did a great job staying afloat without Kawhi Leonard, and now they got their full team intact. And, you know, this is a squad that they sit 6th in the West at the time of this recording, and they're just a few games back of a 4 spot. So who's to say the Clippers can't sneak into the 4 spot and get home court advantage for at least one round? There's still plenty of time in the season to do just that. They've won 3 in a row. They're moving in the right direction. They've been playing some very good ball. So I wanted to make this video, guys. What do you think of the Clippers? Do you think this is a potentially scary team in the West that you got to watch out for? Let me know your thoughts on them down below. Drop a like on the video. Subscribe to the channel if you're new. That is it for me. It's Luke signing off. Thanks so much for watching. I will catch you all again in the next one.